Noah, go ahead.
In your role as a field, what was it just like get back out there playing in the game, but also what did you guys see from ECU's offensive line that you're going to take advantage of today?
Yeah, it was honestly just great to be out there with my brothers. I mean, there's no other place in the world I'd rather be right now. Just the atmosphere from the fans to the preparation we had going into the game, like there's no way I wasn't going to go out there and play as hard as I can. And, yeah, from ECU, I mean, they're a very respectable team. They're playing with that tempo offense. They're definitely keeping us on our toes. But I'd just say the conditioning that we put in the offseason and all the work we've put in up until this moment got us all really, really prepared. So, yeah, it was just a great win, and, yeah, I'm super happy right now.
Rob, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Did you make the impact in this game? So obviously, being your first game in NC State, you feel like you made the impact you were over for. And two-part, and the second part is, what do you attribute sort of on the back end of the game ECU kind of made this run?
Sorry, what was that first part again?
Do you feel like you made the contribution? Do you feel like you contributed the first game? How happy are you with your contribution?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty happy with what I did out there. Obviously, there's still a lot to learn, and I still got to get a lot better. I'm not where I want to be at right now, but I'd say from an effort and just how I played, I'm definitely satisfied with what I did out there, but I understand that there's more to be done, and I'm not where I want to be yet. But it was just a great team win all around.
And then the second part, sir, just ECU kind of made that run in the second half. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I mean, they're a respectable team. We knew that going in. It's all about, it's a game of runs. They won on a couple runs, and when it came down to it, in our red zone, we bowed up, stopped them on fourth down, and then we won the game. So, yeah, it was just a great game.
Jaden, go ahead.
Hi. When you talk about things that that you're not satisfied with, what are you hoping to fix or look at going into game 2?
I don't know if I use that right, not satisfied. I'm definitely happy with how I played, but I just know that there's still a bunch of small tweaks and stuff that I need to get better at to, just going week by week, there's always room for improvement. So that's kind of where I was getting at. But I'm still as happy as I can be with this win. So, yeah, I don't want that to be misread.
TJ, go ahead.
And TJ Wilkerson from Virginia Talk Radio Network. How important of a win, how much of a statement do you think this win over rival ECU speaks for you guys going into the season now that we're one game in?
I think it's a great momentum starter, honestly. I mean, obviously, every team in America wants to start at 1-0, and we did it in front of our home crowd. So, yeah, I think this is a huge step in the right direction for us.
Rod, go ahead.
Ian, what did you see on that fourth down stop there? Walk us through that play and what you saw on the field.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had to be super physical. I mean, I think it was third down and fourth down, we're all in between 2 yards. Just really had bow our necks back and just be physical. And just credit to all the guys on the field, knowing their assignment and just playing as hard as they can. And, we ended up getting off the field. So, yeah, it was great.
Ryan, go ahead.
Thanks. You guys had really stopped their run. Did you get a sense on that fourth down play that they would try to pass?
I mean, it's always in the back of our mind for sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wasn't guessing out there. I was still reacting, but yeah, it was definitely a possibility. And our back end guys read it perfectly, and they were able to make a play on the ball. So yeah, I think that just goes down to just our preparation before the game even started, just the knowledge that we had in the back end there.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, there only 10 to 30 rushing yards from and they're in the negative. What do you think was the biggest reason why they got there was off the run as well as you did that?
I just feel like our defense was just fast and physical today. I mean, not a whole. Obviously, we'll see the tape, but I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of mistakes, and effort wasn't a problem at all today. I feel like all 11 guys wanted to get to the ball, wanted to hit the ball carrier as hard as they can, and yeah, it's just a great way to start off the season. And I couldn't be happier with my brothers and my team.
Jaden, go ahead.
Yeah, you'll give up that 79-yard pass. What was kind of going through your head on the play, and how much of just like the defense not getting set, was that a focus or mentality sort of thing?
I mean, that's just football, I'd say. I mean, plays like that are going to happen throughout the game. Obviously, we were faced with a little bit of adversity early on with that, And I feel like we did a great job of rallying and limiting those type of plays later on in the game. So, yeah, I mean, adversity's going to strike, and, I mean, we all knew that. We got a bunch of dudes who played a lot of football on the defensive side, and I feel like we handled ourselves really well in this situation.
Rob, go ahead.
Yeah, one more for me, sir. You and Sebastian on the edges, y'all are the newcomers. How hard is it to sort of come in that quickly? I mean, y'all were late transfers. You come in and you both had a really big impact, and the dynamic of that, just is there a bond between you guys and teamwork?
Yeah, I mean, that's my boy. He was on my visit when I first committed here, and yeah, he's an outstanding player. There's no one who plays harder, who plays more physical than Sebastian Harsh. So yeah, it was just an honor playing on the other side of him, and we both made a pretty good impact in the game, and yeah, just got to carry that momentum into Virginia next week. Yes, sir.
Anything else? All right, good game. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
TJ, go ahead.
Wesley, it seems like you and CJ already developed that connection. Can y'all talk about that chemistry that y'all developed over the offseason that put on the performance that you both did tonight whenever y'all connected?
Yeah, the whole offseason we're throwing extra, hanging out, bonding. I feel like that was a big thing with our connection, just learning each other's tendencies, him getting the timing down and with how fast I run my routes, and just over the offseason, just having fun with it and just working and enjoying the work. So I think that process in the offseason really helped out, and it showed today.
No, you've got the next question for Wesley Grimes.
Yeah, CJ hit you on that deep ball over the middle. What did you kind of see on that? There's two defenders right there, and you're able to come down with it.
You're talking about the post?
Yeah, kind of down the middle of the big game.
Yeah, I knew I had to step on my guy's toes. I probably could have taken it a little closer to him to beat him a little better, but try to cross his face as best as possible. Credit to Keenan, he did a great job on holding that other side safety. So I just saw the ball in the air, and then I didn't let anybody else get to it but me. So credit to CJ, big credit to Keenan, but I was just there to make the play.
Jaden, go ahead.
There are times where guys have really big career nights, and the team doesn't win. You had a career night, and y'all won. Just what was the reaction in the locker room? What are the vibes right now?
Yeah, the vibes are definitely very high. The whole game, I wasn't keeping track of my catches stats. I didn't want to think about that, and I just wanted that win. I knew we needed that win as a team. And it was a big moment for us, especially after last season. And I think it was a good starting point, but we definitely have a lot of work to do. But vibes are definitely high. We're going to enjoy this for 24 hours.
Charlie, go ahead.
So kind of talk about what you saw in the offense in the second half, how kind of things got stacked compared to what you saw in the first half.
Yeah, I think, like I said, we have stuff to work on. We know that. But we definitely showed a lot of flashes of great things. We have great players on the line protecting CJ. CJ is obviously a great player, and we have great guys in the receiver room. I think just, learning off the things that we messed up today on and just getting better and just staying hungry, I think, is a big thing. It's definitely there. We just got to keep going forward in the right direction.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so you're your first 100-yard deep cost level, just on 4 catches. How much do you pride yourself on being the kind of guy that can get downfield and make big plays?
Yeah, I just feel like this year I feel like more confident than I've ever felt in college. It's always been there. I've always been the guy that can make plays. I just had to have confidence myself, and I think when it happens, I play loose, I play free, and I have fun with it. So I'm just going to keep that mindset and keep leaning on God to keep me that way. And, credit to the team for believing in me, and then that helped my spirit out a lot with my confidence.
I'm going to just follow up real quick. What changed your confidence from last year to this year where you were more confident in those like that?
A lot of prayer. I would say a lot of prayer. Leaning on my Lord and Savior, He helped me a lot. I just talked to Him a lot. My family helped me a lot, and just really not overthinking and getting in my head about things has been a big thing. Just trusting the plan that everything is happening for a reason in my life, and when I just trust in that and believe in that, it just works out. And then I don't really need to worry about anything. Leave all my stress, put all my stress in God, and it always works out.
All right, last question for Wesley is going to be from Jason.
How much does it help for you to have a returning QB and some of these returning guys around you, to help give you confidence that you can do this?
It's huge. Yeah, it's very huge. Like I said, me and CJ in the offseason, we got a bunch of throws and a bunch of catches. And then the receiver room, we're all familiar with each other. We're comfortable. So we know how to, give each other tough criticism and back each other up. We have each other's backs, and we believe in one another. So just having all those guys in the room together, having each other's backs is huge and makes everybody play more free like we were back when we were kids playing football. So just making sure everybody's getting better, staying hungry has been a big thing in the room, and I love all the guys in that room.
The next Wesley.
Thank you.
Yes, CJ, Rich got done talking with Wesley. What was it like to kind of see him, have the kind of game he did? What's the kind of connection you guys have now? How much did that change from last year to this year?
Yeah, it's great to see Wesley play like that. We all knew he had it in him. Since last year, it could have been way more games where he could have way more yards, and But this offseason showed me a lot from Wes. He grinded. He worked hard, especially when it was coming to our time with throwing in the offseason. He worked really hard to be what he did today. So I really expected it from him because he's a senior. He's one of our leaders too.
TJ, go ahead.
DJ, I know we're only one game into this season, but based off tonight and based off last season, what would you say has been the major difference in your game?
I would say my ability to take a shot downfield. I'm really, taking shots and taking risks. I would say I'm also running the ball better, running the ball a little more this year, but this game for the most part. But I don't know yet until a couple more games come up. I really see growth, from last year.
All right. What is something you hope to improve as time goes on? What do you feel like you need improvement on?
I'll say, just being more accurate when I'm under pressure. You know what I mean? Ball started to sail out of my hand when I was taking hits or whatever the case may be, and I could be better in those situations. I made those throws plenty of times before, so it was just throwing under pressure. That's really what it is.
Thank you.
Jane, go ahead.
Yeah, CJ, y'all have talked a little bit about Teddy Hoffman. What was it like seeing a young guy like him make some of the plays that he did tonight?
I expected it. I told you guys I had an interview before, a couple of days ago, and I told you guys I saw a lot of growth in Teddy Hoffman, and it showed today. And I told you guys Teddy is a great player. He's amazing, freshman out of Florida as well. So it's amazing to see what he did today. He's another one who came in the offseason working hard. He put in a lot of work to do what he did today as well. He made a lot of contact catches and a lot of plays for us, and we needed those.
Charlie, go ahead.
CJ, it's your first game with Kurt Wilson, the new coordinator on play. Talk about how that kind of progressed throughout the game and what you felt like was different compared to last year.
Yeah, it's very, very more explosive offense. Rope is a very smart guy, and he's calling a lot of great plays. I love it from him. And, he's pushing the pace, and he's pushing the tempo, and he's not just one of those laid-back guys. He understands the situations, and he calls the right plays in the right times and the right moments. So it's really big to have an OC like Kurt Roper.
Rob, go ahead.
Yes, CJ, obviously there's two kind of ways you can look at this game. Obviously, you picked up a big win against the in-state opponent, but then conversely, the second half, you didn't get as much offensive points maybe as you would have liked. What's the mindset immediately after this game, and where do you think you go from here towards Virginia next week?
Yeah, the mindset is really finishing better. I feel like we started off at a good pace. Offense got it rolling, defense got it rolling. We just got to come out the half way better than how we did. And part of it is just me as a leader, just getting the offense going. We started to feel comfortable with our lead, and we can't do that. So it's me as a leader. I got to get those guys going. You know what I mean?
And the last question for CJ will come from Noah.
Yeah, you mentioned Teddy in the game he had. At the end of the first quarter, I think he had 4 straight passes that moved the ball into the red zone and the touchdown drive. What was that drive like, and kind of be able to have that trust in a freshman like that?
Yeah, it was a great drive. I got him the ball 4 times. He's a playmaker. You just get the ball in his hand, he's gonna make a play for us. And it's that trust. It's trust from offseason. Like I said before, he was another one of those guys came in to work, and I just trust him So I just gave they gave us the looks that we wanted, and I got him the ball in space, and he just kept on making plays for us.
CJ, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
So like the first time actual game with guys like Keon Sloan and Sebastian Harsh, they seem to be living in the backfield for most of the night.
Man, it's awesome having guys like that come in and play like that first game here at NC State. It's awesome to see people, your teammates out there fighting like dogs every play, going out there making plays. So I love having them on my side.
Yeah, just to follow up, how much easier does that make your job having them pressure the quarterback like that?
Oh, I mean, it makes it a ton easier, especially in coverage, getting pressure on him like that, making him make quick decisions, and then even in the run game, having those guys in the backfield as much as they were, I mean, you can't ask for nothing more out of your D-line.
Rob, go ahead.
My question is also about those two fellows. How seamless has their transition been, even though they were sort of late transfers? And what is your impression of their football intellect as well as their skill?
Yeah, I mean, they're both veteran guys in college football. I mean, they played a lot of snaps, and I mean, you can see it on the field. I mean, they came in day one, new defense for all of us. They learned right away, really got in the playbook together and started picking up on things. So just it started in practice and preparation. I could tell just by the way they practice, how hard they practice, and how serious they took it, that they were going to be great players, and it showed tonight.
Jaden, go ahead.
Hayden, just for you, you haven't played since last October. What was it like getting back on the field under the lights at Garden?
Yeah, first I just want to say thank you to God, for giving me the opportunity to be back out here and healing me. But it's awesome, anytime you can get back to the sport you love so much and be able to play in any situation, it's such a blessing. So it was so much fun going out there with my brothers and fighting tonight and getting a win.
Rob, go ahead.
Yeah, Kate, this was your first game wearing the number 1 jersey. Obviously, as the game kicks off, you're probably not thinking about that as much. Do you feel like that's made you has lifted you to another level, maybe made you a better leader, a better player, or even a better person?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it is just a number, but here at NC State, it's a number that comes with a lot of respect and responsibility. So, yeah, I mean, having Coach Doran give me the opportunity to wear that number, I don't take it lightly at all. So I do think it pushes me every day, just knowing that every day I come in this building, I got to be on my P's and Q's, giving it my all for my teammates. So, yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so the first game you had with Coach Elliott, game prep and game stuff, how was it like kind of working with him? Did you wear the headphone and the helmet tonight?
No, I did not. Sean Brown actually wore it. But the preparation and all, it was amazing. Just kind of learning new things. Y'all know he's been in the NFL before, so he kind of has a different knowledge of the defensive scenarios and situations and play calls. So it's so cool kind of learning and seeing how an actual D coordinator thinks about things and goes about his practice and preparation. So it's so cool to continue to learn from him, and he does a great job.
Anything else for Kate? All right, it looks like we're good.
Thank y'all.